Greetings viewers, myself Keval. In this presentation, I will briefly discuss about the portfolio on Studio 2, which is construction project execution, monitoring and control. The staff and faculty housing project is chosen for the study purpose. This studio mainly focus on the execution phase where the live projects are taken and examined. The data were collected during the site visit, which is analyzed with a different concept, tools, technique, and discussed with the site person, which enrich the studio experience. The type of project is institutional residential project with a total project cost of 110.45 crores. The type of contract is lump sum based and which is expected to complete in September 2023. This is the key plan of the project. There are three main entrances for the vehicular movement which are denoted with the blue color, and there are three secondary entrances for the pedestrian path which are denoted with the yellow color. The labor colony is situated at the 1.5 kilometer distance from the site. The main objective of the project is to provide the comfortable housing within the campus. The 3D Revit model is prepared for the better site visualization, which is shown here. The Revit model shows the status as of 7th February 2022. There are basically four towers: staff housing 1, staff housing 2, faculty housing tower A, faculty housing tower B. In this portfolio, mainly the reinforcement planning, quality management, inventory management, and risk management are the covered. First comes the reinforcement planning. This is the key plan of our project. There are basically four towers as discussed, and basically five ports: port 1A, port 1B, port 2, port 3, and port 4. The areas of each pore is mentioned here, along with the how much steel required in each typical floor plan. For example, in pore 1A, around 21,000 kg of steel is required, from which in slab around 3.3 thousand kg of steel required, in beam 6.3 kg steel required, 1000 steel is required, and in verticals around 11,000 steel is required. Further breakdown of slab, beam and verticals are mentioned here for each post. Based on this calculation, the coefficient of rebar on our site is coming around 84.98 kg per meter cube. Then the reinforcement scheduling is prepared for the each month. How much steel is required is calculated. For example, in February month around 66,000 steel is required. In February month, the main agendas for the rebar work is the third floor verticals in pore 1A and 1B, fourth floor verticals in pore 2 and pore 3, and third floor horizontals in pore 1A. Then the productivity for the rebar work is calculated. In our site there are 4 buildings, and in each buildings there are different subcontractors. So for different subcontractor, rebar work productivity is calculated. As per IS 7272, the minimum productivity for the rebar work is 12.5 kg per man hour, and on our side all subcontractors are working with a higher productivity rate. Among these, the subcontractor 4 is working with the highest productivity, which is 29.35, which is denoted with the green color. The maximum peak requirement for the steel is 185 metric ton, and based on this maximum peak requirement, the steel yard area is calculated. So to accommodate this much steel, 185 metric ton of steel, around 81 square meters steel yard is needs to be provided, and on our side 91.69 square meter steel is provided, which is appropriate. Then comes the cost of quality. So cost of quality can be divided into two parts: cost of quality management and cost of deviation. The cost of quality management is calculated at 1.03 crores, which can be further divided into two parts: prevention cost and appraisal cost. Further, the breakdown is mentioned here. The deviation cost can be divided into two parts: internal failure and external failure. Internal failure is basically the non-conformity during the construction period, and external failure is a non-conformity during the service period. On our side, As of now, the cost of 7 NCR is calculated, which is mentioned here. The further breakdown of quality management cost is shown in this pie chart, which shows that the three mainly components, which are staff housing, the staff salary, external and internal material testing, and equipment cost, contributes the 91% of the cost of quality management. Among these, mainly the 55% of the cost is incorporated by the four major components, which are reinforcement testing, concrete cube testing, concrete batching plant, and compressive testing machine. So if we reduce the cost in these components, then we can reduce the overall cost. Then the green pie chart shows the deviation cost of internal failure. It shows that 40% of the cost is incorporated by the where in first non-conformity, in which the clear cover was missing in the shear wall. Then comes for the quality control. We can use the different type of tools to improve the quality, to decrease the variability, to reduce the cost, and to reduce the waste. In this portfolio, mainly the Pareto chart and control chart are used. So, to prepare the Pareto chart, we have identified the 8 types of defect in columns, which are observed on the site, which are mentioned here. Among these, the minor honeycombing, major rock pockets, and bug holes are the defects which are shown frequently on the site. So contractor has to find the reason cause behind this defect. Then the cost of each defect is calculated, uh, and major rock pocket and tilting of column are the two defect which contributes almost 70% of the total cost. So contractor has to find the cause behind this defect also. Then the major cause of major rock pockets could be the improper vibration, or contractor is using steep concrete, or heavy reinforcement are there in beam column junction, or the bigger size of aggregates are used than required. Then comes the control chart. So in control chart, first the X bar chart is prepared, which is shown here. As per the IS 456, the variability should be within the range of plus or minus 15%. So UCL and LCL limits are the shown here with the blue color and the red color. As per the IS code, the UCL limit is 36.34 MPa and LCL limit is 26.86 MPa. This control chart is prepared basically for the M25 grade of concrete, and targeted strength is 34.4 MPa. The 30 number of samples are used with the 3 number of specimen size. Then the R bar chart is prepared to to find out what is the range behind it, and as per the IS code, range should not be greater than 9.4 MPa and all readings are within the range. Therefore, we can conclude that all the readings are within the UCL limit. Therefore, the variation is control variation, and it is match the contractor requirement, which is plus or minus 15% than the targeted strength. And the mean of the total strength is coming 35.51 MPa, which is denoted with the yellow color. The more strength is coming due to majorly three reasons, which are adding of more cement ratio than the required, or contractor is using more admixture than required, or he has reduced the water cement ratio than the calculated. So next comes the inventory management. So in inventory management, basically different types of EOQ models are proposed. First EOQ model is shortage model. So as per the shortage model, the inventory period is coming around 11 days and shortage period is coming around 2 days. Therefore, the total cycle time is 13 days. If cycle time is 13 days, then total 22 number of order needs to be placed during the 1 year. The optimum shortage level is denoted with the red color, which is 12.5 metric ton, and maximum inventory is 63.2 MPa. So total economical order quantity is 74.26 metric ton. Then comes the safety stock and reorder point. So basically, reorder point is calculated for the 80 days between the 1st May to and 19th 1st March to 19th May. Total lead time is 22 days, which is denoted with the green color, and total 4 number of reorder points are there on the 4th day, 26th day, 48th day, and 7th day. The total safety stock is 38.19 metric ton. So, as per the reorder, uh, safety stock and reorder, the total 4 number of order needs to be placed with the economical order quantity of 75 metric ton. Then I have compared the different type of EOQ models. On our side, there is no such EOQ model are used. They are placing the 143 metric ton order in every month. If we use the sorted model, then contractor can save up to 1.95 crores annually. And if they use the just-in-time concept, then contractor can save up to 22.86 lakh annually. Then the primary risk assessment is done. So basically 8 different type of risk categories identified, which is mentioned here, and in this 8 category different type of risk, 42 risks are identified. So this is the first table shows the pre-mitigation risk matrix, and second figure shows the post-mitigation risk matrix. Uh, the first, the risk like failure and non-conformity, cost overrun, or design error risk. We can reduce the severity from the 25 to around 20 or 19, which is shown here. Likewise, we can reduce the severity of noise of machine and machinery breakout from 9 to 4, which is shown here. Then in Primavera risk management, the duration distribution graph is prepared. So project is most likely to complete in 375 days, and as per the PERT method and as per the CPM method, the deterministic value of the duration is 364 days, which has the 17% probability that project is complete within this range. Likewise, the cost distribution graph is prepared, which is shown here. The project is most likely to complete within the cost range of 2 crore 69 lakh 14,634 rupees. This cost is taken for the only staff housing to 4th floor. The deterministic approach by the deterministic approach, the project is most likely to complete within the range of 42%. Then the scatter plot is prepared to understand how much probability of cost overrun and time overrun is there. The red color shows that, the green color shows that there is a 28% probability that none of the time or cost overrun will occur. The red color shows that there is a 27% probability that time and cost both will occur. The gray color shows that there is 22% probability that time overrun will occur, and the blue color shows that there is a 23% probability that only cost overrun will occur. So coming to conclusion, so in this portfolio, there are basically 4 major topics are covered, which are reinforcement planning, quality management, inventory management, and project risk management. In reinforcement planning, the reinforcement scheduling is prepared. Based on the scheduling, the peak requirement in is calculated, which is coming in June 2022, which is 185 metric ton. Based on this 185 metric ton, how much area is required to accommodate this is calculated, which is coming as 81 square meter. Then for different subcontractors, the productivity rate of rebar is calculated and compared. Uh, if the sports subcontractor has the highest productivity rate, which is 29.35 kg per man hour. In quality management, mainly the cost of quality is calculated, and along with it, the which type of tools we can use for quality control are proposed. So the cost of quality management is coming around 1.03 crores, which is fixed cost, and in deviation cost, the 80,000 cost of 7 NCR is calculated till 30 April 2022. In fixed cost, mainly the reinforcement testing, concrete cube testing, compressive testing machine cost, RNC plant cost is contributing the 55% of the total cost of quality management. The main purpose of the quality control is to reduce the variability, increase the quality, and reduce the cost and waste. In inventory management, the different type of economical order quantity order models are proposed. We can use the price break model, reorder point model, or just-in-time concept for the material procurement. In this, the different type of EOQ models are proposed for the reinforcement. So, among these all models, shortage model is defined as the most successful model as far as the cost is concerned, which can save up to 1.95 crores annually in reinforcement cost. Then the for 80 days, the reorder point are calculated, which is there are basically four reorder points needs to be placed at 4th March, 26th March, 17th April, and 9th May respectively, with economical order quantity of 75 metric ton, where the stock of steel should be nearly 111 metric ton. In Primavera risk management, basically 42 a number of risks were identified with a total 8 different in total 8 different categories. The the purpose to do the primary risk assessment is to find the uncertainty of the start date, finish date, and cost. The project is most likely to complete in 375 days, and the project is most likely to complete within the cost of 2 crore 69 lakhs approximately. This cost is for the one pour only, and the duration is for the entire project life cycle. The probability of both cost and time overrun is 27%, where the 28% probability of there is there if no cost and time overrun will occur.